Welcome to the Hope Man Exhortation series of videos. My name is Hope Man. I'm a minister of the Word with a special calling to share the message of performance, primarily to Africa and then ultimately to the world. In this series of videos, I'll be trying to explain to you how important it is for one to maximize their existence and how it is important to God. I think it's generally understood and accepted that when you create something, you will want that thing to serve its purpose. And the more that thing that you have created serves its purpose, the happier you are as a creator. The situation is not different with God, who we know as a creator of the universe and everything therein. As human beings, it is a very important questions for us to answer regarding what it is that we're here to do in this world. The better we understand what it is that we were created for, the more likely we are to be able to serve this purpose. Again, when the created is serving its purpose, the more the created serves its purpose, the happier the creator is. Basically, the very foundation of the maximization of one's existence is based on Scripture. The Bible is the one book I know that captures almost every aspect of human existence. It talks extensively about the Creator and the created, and therefore has specific keys that can be used to understand how it is possible for one to maximize their existence. So as Christians, definitely we go back to the Bible and we go to the very beginning of the Bible to find these clues that has been revealed to me as a minister of the Word. Let me show off a little bit. The first thing we have to learn is an idea often abused by people within the esoteric fraternities, and it is the as above, so below idea. As above, so below. What this idea really means is that everything is a subcomponent of something, and the very nature of the larger entity is a replica of its subcomponent, so that you can break everything down into a smaller component, and the behavior of the smaller component is not that different from the larger component. I'll give you a classic example. Nations are a subcomponent of the world itself, and how we run the world is not significantly different to how we run nations. When we come one step below, organizations, maybe like the company you work for, is a subcomponent of the nation. You will see that an organization has to have an administrative setup, just like a nation has to have an administrative setup. Each one of these components has to have a leadership in order for it to function properly. And when we come one step lower, you will see that families, if you like, are also a subcomponents of a larger entity, maybe clans or tribes. These are all subcomponents of larger entities, and beyond tribes you have clans, beyond clans you have families, beyond families you have individuals. And if you take the individual, you will see that individual himself as a person can be broken down into smaller components. If we take your head, you will see that your head alone has several components, i.e. your eyes, your nose, your lips, your ears. If we take your ear alone and we narrow down to it, you will see it has several other components that may not be immediately visible to you now. So we can go further down. In fact, if you listen to scientists, they will take you to the cellular and molecular level of our physical makeup, so that every single entity we'll find can be broken down into a smaller component. Now, the point here is that all these subcomponents and larger components all have a similar manner of behavior. often not very easily visible, but the more you study these entities, the more you realize how they are all behaving in a similar manner. For this reason, the principle that causes a nation to be its best is not so different from the principle that causes an organization or even a family to reach its possible best. So that's the first thing you have to know. As above, so below. So what you see is happening with nations can be practiced in your family, can be practiced in your organization, can be practiced by you as an individual, and it should lead you towards or away from the maximization of your existence.